It's it's June. I hope you all are doing just dandy. I'm still getting to, it's so hard to do that. I hope this looks better. This is a whole and I don't know why. Hopefully, it's I'm still gonna need to move some things, I'm afraid, but it's better than it was. I think much better actually. But we'll see. We'll see what happens here. But here's until someone comes. I'm gonna do a frosty root beer for Win Dixie. I got some yesterday. Was it yesterday? Oh, no, I don't know. I got your trusty. I got my. We gives us 3 days. I don't know. I don't count. How closer? I did. Hold it. I know the technical closer. About 3 days goes by, and a week. Melissa Busby. How are you? Okay. Let me see here. Look close. I don't know what it was before anything. I am a lot. You're feeling better. You're hearing up those things. Turn that off. All right, I have this sound off. Is that better? Is that actually better? Oh, I don't. There's somehow going on. Hopefully that's better. Waiting. Would be you. Let me try. Let me see if I disconnect that. Is that better? Is that better? Thank you for letting me know. I don't think I've repositioned things here, and I'm actually closer to the microphone than I was before, which may or may not be obvious. Oh, I'm having some skipping. There's a connection problem here. I don't know what to do about. Oh, in fact, I am not even. I'm getting delay for the live. There we go. Okay, I hope that works. I also just disconnect. Oh, here's something. This might be. Turn this thing off. The speaker thing. If I just reposition the thing. How are you doing? You feeling better? Yes, you've seen that before. I still haven't found. I was going to try adding this to it. Oh, this is a different spot, isn't it? Now the okay. I hope you're feeling better. I'm sorry you're having trouble. So basically replanning everything for Friday, this coming Friday. I don't know if I don't think I've talked to you, but my coworker has had a really, 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 really bad week. First of all, bought a car. But that's a longer story I won't get into here. Now, tell me how you like this brown line. If you can see it. Oh, you can't really see it well. Can I get in here a little closer? Hello, Christopher Urick. She bought a car she really shouldn't have bought. But that wasn't what really went bad. It was I think it was Wednesday night or Tuesday night. Her house burned down. Her home burned down. She lost everything. Her 2 dogs were in her home. They died. It was we've all been trying to help her out. She's been living up near Inverness and driving in to do the work that we've been doing. Now she's over. Her church, oddly enough, is in Lake County, And that's where she's living right now the last few days. This is my coworker Joyce, Joyce Dowdle. She just had a horrible week. She lost all of her paperwork and her living situation. She never told me. I learned about it during this. It's just awful, involving that the house that burned down. No insurance, absolute disaster. Now let me know if this brown is working. Now, if I, and we did a, so my plan was to go to the Fairfield Baptist Church this morning. And first of all, because of what happened with Joyce, I was doing something different on Friday to help out, and that all blew up. So I think I posted. I did go. I ended up going getting books. Oh, I got these. Look at this. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh yes. Now, Bob, I got the board. I want to do another. Very. I already had a copy of Steve Allen's Meeting of Minds, and this is not it. I now have a second copy. I don't. I'm sure Melissa, you know about that. Oh, so hello, Andrew. Yes, she could definitely use. Oh, I know. It's really sad. She was in Lakeland apparently at the time. The problem, Joyce needs to start telling. She's by herself these days. Apparently, she was. I'm not sure if it was her husband or a fellow. She's in her 70s, by the way, and so she's been living by herself and really not telling anyone what she's doing. And she needs to do that, and that's true for anyone by themselves. I usually, even me, even though I'm not quite by myself these days, I always let folks know, somebody know, usually my neighbor or somebody know where I was going, what I was doing, just in case something ever happened. But no one knew, when her place burned down, her house was in the woods. Oh, actually, Christopher Urich has probably hiked around where her house is. She was west, she was south of the Marion County line, I'm sorry, east of Inverness. So heading toward Panasofsky. And she had a home, a mobile home in the woods there, back in there. Awful, from the photos I've seen. It's just an awful situation. And she can't get to her home. It's just a mess. And she had two cars because of the car she bought. She actually had two, both of which she owes a lot on. So the other car was smoke damaged, and she just what an awful situation. And I'm trying to help her out. Yeah, please, yes, please feel free to pray for Joyce. She's very fortunate where though she isn't telling anyone where she is. She is very involved with two churches, both of which have thrift stores, both of which have offered for her to come and take anything she wants, which she's already taken advantage of one of those. She had to. She had no clothes. But so she's living around Howie in the Hills right now, and I have a feeling she's going to relocate down that way, even though she needs this job. She desperately needs this job. So we're figuring out how to help give her a hand. But still, it's well known that my plan is to keep this coming Friday, whatever may happen this week. But anyway, yesterday we got Americans for Prosperity had a big promo thing. I was urged to please be part of, and I just meant early morning and long day, and I was exhausted. So I knew if I tried to do this morning with Flemington, I knew I wouldn't work. So next Sunday, I'll do it. Anyway, I got the second volume of the Meeting of the Minds, which I did not have. And I'm so tickled. And Meeting of the Minds was that wonderful program Steve Allen did where he got various celebrities of sorts, including his wife, Jane Meadows, to dress up as various people from various queens and duchesses, but moreover, folks like Voltaire and Aristotle. And they would discuss things over the table. Wonderful. Wonderful books. Brilliant Steve Allen. So, yeah, it's... Well, what do you think about this brown brush marker I'm adding? Is it adding something to this? Golly, is that fuzzy or is that me? It's not real clear, is it? Maybe because I'm moving my hand. What do you think? I'll go ahead. So what's around you all? Can you write something, your favorite? I'd actually scanned this in. I looked at it and said, this needs more definition. It's just too Yeah, I was gonna. I don't know if I don't know if I've said this here. He was the Browns line. He was at Dubs years ago, and I was no. It was before I left science and the books, early 2000s. My stuff, sitting, all stuff. I always worked late. I was going to City Hall. I was working. I just cooking on, and I couldn't get there. Quite finish something. Whatever it was I was working. It was within a few weeks that Dubstred, California, and died. Oh, Andrew, are you hearing it? Oh, I can't hear it. I do not know why I would be hearing echoes. Phone would be causing that. Except I think my connection's messed up. Something involved with all of this is not connecting. What's this thing behind me here? Leave. Type something that you have around you or see around you. All right, I guess everyone left. Thanks. Sound well, plug it in. I try to make things better. Just awfully flustered. Still here, Melissa? Are you still there? Anyone there? Please don't abandon me when things go wrong. I need assistance. Yes. You see grass that's waist high? Oh, no, but can you hear do you hear an echo? Do you hear me echo? Do you hear an echo? See if I can get sound on. Unplugged it thinking that was the problem. Okay, let me turn it on. An echo. Do you hear me echo? You hear an echo? Unplugged it thinking that was the problem. Nope. All right, non-echo. While I'm trying to keep my voice not too loud. Am I doing that? I'm sounding sketchy. We just finished. I'll just go ahead and finish this. I just thought this needed more definition. It was just too. Okay, you, Melissa, and what do you see with I think obviously Chris must have left. Melissa, if you're still here, or did you give up? Folks hear problems and they could tend to leave. I know that. But I'm a one-man band here trying to make things work. Yeah, I think the definition helps. Yeah, it's better than it was. I picked this up at Pop Smart Tart, whatever it's called. I think this was $1. The pens are just really cheap. Okay. All right, so you see any? Oh, don't add anything. Just one thing. So I'll either take the tortoise or the banjo. You like the brown? Thank you, Andrea. I think it really helps define it. All right, I'm going to pencil and ink and maybe watercolor another one depending on time. Now let me get to these. Okay, we'll do something that was fun last time was just getting on Facebook and see what the first post is. Oh, Tim Hollis, the great Tim Hollis. Tim Hollis has a museum in Alabama and it's all kinds of toys. He has an enormous collection and he's just posted Stop That Kitty Cat by Irma Joyce. I happen to have a copy of Stop That Kitty Cat. I've got a whole box of books involving kitties and that is in there. So I will take that. He just had an open house of his museum the last 2 days in Alabama. It was like $5 or something, but all the money goes to help uh, dog and cat centers. I know he's in a very rural area of Alabama. I'm not sure. I mean, they still have kitty and dog problems there, but I'm not sure. Animal rescue is what he's calling it, helping animal rescue. All right, so Stop That Kitty Cat's a funny book. I think I showed it on here a few years ago. Okay, so let's see. So I've got Kitty, and then I'll go with banjo, and let's see, Tall, Tall Grass. Stop That Kitty Cat. It's kind of a picture book done by Whitman. It wasn't part of their, in fact, they called it a Whitman Big Telltale because they had the smaller ones. Actually, I've got one here. This is their, oh, I'm sorry, it's right now. No, maybe I don't have one handy here. Oh, the second one. I've got the Elf books. I have a ton of the Whitman, but I don't have any here. I'm not in a very large area like I used to. I don't have as much with me. And if you get a chance to click the thumbs up, I appreciate it. I know, I know. I'll do this drawing, then I'll do a no, I rested today. Yeah, yesterday was quite cumbersome. We were out in the field going to houses. It was something much better for thing that we did. It was all paid for. A friend of mine, they told on his head. Very good. To uh, can step on average controlling this down. You drive along in the Chattahoochee River, depending how you want to look at it. And I've been wanting to make that trip. Somebody gets hold of me and says, "Hey, end of July, we're going to Navarre." I said, "You're doing what?" She didn't understand. It's actually for me to drive from here to Pilot Mountain. It's almost the exact same amount of time as it is for me to drive from here to Navarre. And Navarre is just east of Pensacola. She was shocked. But yes, I did get some rest today. I even took a nap. Took a nap when I got back from all the stuff we did yesterday. Wow, it was hot being outside. Marion Oaks and some really nasty little area, county. No trees, poor and poor develop. And maybe Andrea, maybe if you I can meet y'all after I do teach the class July 8th or 15th. Y'all covered. They're my problem drawing circles. But yeah, getting sleep is so important with this job I'm doing. Whew. Baptist church, like I had planned this morning. So next to the next week. Try to get that done. And yesterday evening I did do a live over on Facebook. First wife hadn't pawned it away for her horrible things she was doing. It's still a problem. Um, yeah, in July, my stepdaughter Amber, she's I think it's 26th of July to August, so I'm gonna head over there. And I plan to pick up one of my other extended family members, Chuck Bailey, out of Chipley. Though I haven't talked to Chuck about it yet, but I'm pretty sure he's going to want to do that. But I was saying about July 8th and 15th when I'm teaching that comic books. So if you're able to, et cetera, et cetera. It's not an all day class. About this Friday going into Orlando Winter Park. That's a good question. Hopefully they don't get lost in the mail again. Actually, I don't think it'll show it here, will it? Because I actually did two separate orders. Okay. Oh, it's now made later. Of course. Four of them. Yeah, okay, all of them are coming somewhere between 26th and 30th. And what's Friday? What is Friday? I don't have a calendar anywhere. I can't look on the phone because I'm using it to do the video. Yeah, connection here really rots. Going round and round and round and round. iCloud's going round and round and round and round. Well, in the meantime. Friday is the 27th. Okay, well, maybe, just maybe it's showing up there. I'll track the package and see what's going on. I just hope they don't lose them. again, because that's a I put a yeah, all it shows is I've ordered. Nothing's shipped yet. If it's not shipped by Wednesday, it won't be there Friday, which means I'll have to make still another trip in, which will be okay if I can get this comic book project done. All right. This week I'm going to be working as I have been, and then also trying to find time to work on this comic book project and helping my friend Joyce if I can. I may have actually I usually know that more. Wow, almost the end of June. Wow, than I do this time. Though June's right. Because I need to, you know, anyone who knows how I work knows I have to go somewhere else to do artwork. So I'm not sure where I'm going to do work on this week, but I went to Arby's. First time the Arby's I used to go to all the time. Arby's that made me sick. I hadn't had that kind of rich food in a long time. My matter really just on me projects. So I ordered something from Mark. Full sandwich. Maybe I like some. If I went there, can't get a meal. It's late. I'd already worked all day, and I spilled a drink all over the floor. And I came and cleaned it up, and then my sinuses just went bonkers. So that told me, okay, definitely it's a cleaning solution. I hate that because I love how that. Some of the Arby's have, and this one does on Silver Springs Boulevard, the main building. And I didn't want to be bothered by folks. Can you draw me a? So Andrea, it sounds like you got some get grass cutting issues there, I guess. Yeah, I've noticed that definitely things growing quick because of the storm. Suddenly we're getting the rains we're supposed to be getting. Still not enough. We need a tropical storm or hurricane. Water levels are way well. Christopher, I'm about that. I just look at the drawing like this. Here's some. Okay, I'm not seeing. Your long guy's mowing tomorrow. Is that long guy Caleb, or is that? Just send Caleb out with a pair of scissors and tell him you have 2 hours. And it really should be a challenge. I mean, it's homeschooling, so make sure the scissors are open. That's how it should be. Life is not easy. That includes cutting the grass with a pair of scissors. You don't need one. Just a good pair of scissors, a sharp knife. Send Caleb out. And Be his exercise for the day. Again, 2 hours, the entire yard. And go out and measure the grass, make sure that's the right height you want. Children today, you gotta, what's today? Today's the 22nd. Wow, it really is almost the end of June. Whoa, I really didn't pay attention to that. The job thing just really throws me. I'm not used to it. I mean, I've gotten too used to it in a sense now. I'm about to enter month 4 soon. I'm not joking. Tell them you'll grade them A, B, C, D, fail. Or else. All right, I'm just going to leave that like that. What time is it? 8:34. Hold on here. Okay, Melissa. See, I think Melissa dumped out with the echo. I think it may be partially me. And it was her. She was wondering if it was her. All right, let's see. I have some sketches I did. Now, where might those be? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go with this and add that one to the. They're not. I've only got a couple here, but I did sketches, and I'm not sure where they are. I can share here if I can. Oh God, I've moved so much around today. Oh, I don't want to take them out. I've got already on the sleeves. I'll just show you some because you really can't see them; they're just too tall. But you can kind of see these are the pencil pages I did while I was at well, I've done this past week for the Swampies, Florida comic book project. I can't really show them because I've got them in sleeves here in a book thing. And I don't want, if I take them out, I may never get them back, and who knows. But I hope to find some time tomorrow. I'm going to try to only work 5 hours and go somewhere and work on this. But yeah, it's pretty loose, I know, but that's how I work best. Oh, it's hard to do that. If you didn't see, here's other. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. So here's the other one, and that one's all done. I think I should be adding some of that brown on there too. Just a little bit to define it. And yeah, I'm passing this over to Dennis and all to sell. But when I get to Palm Bay, I don't know. I need to do another like the one that I gave to my friend. That one got a lot of good response. Yeah, see, that works a little better. Just helps define a little bit. Seminole County Historical Museum, but I can drive up your way a ways. I really don't want to go all the way. I could go into Deltona, especially where I'm living now. I can't go due north easily at all. I have to. It's a little more. It's a lot more driving. It's a lot longer trip. I'm north of Ocala now, not. Before where my house was, I was real close to 75. That worked out really well. And we debate about the prices, but I think these will be 20 or so. I think I'm just going to keep these a little looser down there, so it looks kind of mixed in with the. But I picked this up at Pop Smart, and you have one there in Deltona. There is none in Central Florida. Otherwise, you have one in Del Toto. There ain't one around otherwise. Oh, well, there's one I think International Drive somewhere or something. So like again, it's something like Melissa can't easily get to an Aldi or a Pop Smart. Where did I put the rest of the pens I got? Like, this is one of those. Okay, now we quickly do this. Oh, I'm going to take a little drink of root beer. Actually shows Joyce Dowdle's online right now. Not sure how she's doing that quite. Over on Facebook. Let's see. Oh, I've been getting pictures. I want to use. I was actually thinking I'd pencil out some of these balls in the church, and well, maybe next week. Oh, oh yeah, I know where the. I have a sheet that has drawings, and not quite sure where they are now. Okay, see you later. Thank you for coming by. I just thought I'd do this later. Might help, but maybe not. It doesn't seem to matter much. See, I'm gonna add some watercolor to this. Oh gosh, you can't see it. Why can't you? Oh, because we're playing around with the sound and I move things. It's all my fault. And I need to move that over. Okay. There we go. That's a watercolor too. Well, that's awful. Yeah, if you ever see me off the page, please let me know. That is not the intent. Okay. Got my watercolor boards out of here. Okay. And some of the others, I'll add the watercolor right now, but go back and refine things a bit after it all dries. I've not done a red head in this. That over there. I have this set, which is specifically I picked up for this. I find interesting when I do these the video things because the screen is reflecting off the kind of, because paint is a kind of a reflective paint, so it has an interesting. I use this. It's interesting. If I'm gonna add a little bit of the yellow skull, I'm gonna put that there. Dip into some of this yellow too. Oh, it's really hard to see what this looks like. I guess it's the light. Come on. No, that's not doing it. Is it this? No, it's just how it is. I'm sorry. Really hard to see what this is doing any. You really can't see it. Wow, it's the video. My connection here rots. That's a big part of this, I can tell. All right, so it did help a bit. Moving that. Yeah, it still looks weirdly dark. I almost have to turn it to its side. Okay. I'll have to work on the setup again. It's not. Some more. Just a second. No. I'll begin with. Hold on. It's so dark though, I'm having trouble seeing what I'm doing here. Damn it, not working. And that is a lot darker than I meant. Okay, hang on. All right, I should have tilted this, shouldn't I have? I can't get my paint on here. Definitely the orange is not the problem. I can't see what I'm doing. And that screen's not good. Actually, I gotta take it back. I'm not sure. I'm just thinking if I'm seeing it looks bad up there, you're seeing what it looks like. It looks bad where you are. It looks fine on the telephone screen. It's not feeding out right. This reminds me when I using the old cam cameras back 20 years ago. That's what that's looking like. It's the connection, or it just doesn't work. And something's wrong with this brush. No, it's just the connection. I can't see what I'm doing. All right, well, never mind. This is gonna work. The damn brush isn't working. All right. Yeah, I'd best do this some other way. Probably, I want to do some of these lives, folks could see what they, how these got put together, but I just don't have good. Maybe I should try to do this. Let me see if I can find other locations to do this. I've tried that before; it never worked. Funny, if I do this little funny black and white ones, I don't have a problem. But this really doesn't working. Yeah, I'm gonna quit because I'm just making things worse here. All right, thank you for watching, being a part of things. We're just about at 9 o'clock anyway. All right, thank you all very much, and maybe probably back next Sunday. Just doing, I'm not sure about doing this watercolor here. At least not here at this location. Let me try to do it else. All right, have fun. Take care. Ralph Smith here. Thank you for being here. And please click the thumbs up sign if you can, even though this is not a good video, I can tell. Wow, it looks so different from what we were doing just a little bit ago. Look at it's pixelating like heck. Let me know if it's pixelating for you too. I mean, that's all I'm seeing is just a lot of pixelation. It's weird, but it's a connection, I think. Let me know. Thank you. Bye.